On The Entrepreneur this week, we talk to Tara Gitao as she tells us about taking the helm of Winnie's Pure Health. Then we talk about food with Kidir Adam, the owner of Snackata. Tara Gitao is a chip of the old block. Tara is Executive Director of Winnie's Pure Health, a food company that specializes in the production of wellness products. A family business, Winnie's Pure Health was established by Tara's mother, Winnie Gitao. For some young people like Tara and her sister Elsie, growing up with entrepreneurial parents is almost a foregone conclusion that they will end up following in their parents' footsteps.
My sister and I, from a very young age, when I was 10 and she was much younger, we started working with our parents. So every school holiday, the house was closed, we went to work, we left the house at 5 a.m. We went to work. I was a tea girl, I was a receptionist, I was a messenger. I had pretty much done every single messengerial duty. That's what really prepared me. Seeing my mom on a daily basis, seeing how she works, how she interacts with people, that really prepared me.
Those early mornings and late nights would prepare Tara when she decided to start her own business at the tender age of 18. While still at university, she started selling motivational books and t-shirts.
I think I was destined to be self-employed. When I was 16, I started my first business, which didn't do too well. So I started my second business when I was 18. So I've always been an entrepreneur. Why I chose not to start my own, but to join my mom was an interesting story. My mom did a campaign. She came up to me and said, Tara, I want you to join the business. And she made a very compelling argument. And then 4 years later, she made the same proposition to my sister. And we both decided to come join the business.
According to Tara, venturing into the murky world of entrepreneurship trained her for her current role. As an entrepreneur, it's important to learn from your success as well as your failures.
In 2006, you can be able to see I was a promoter. Then you'd go approaching people. So that's what really prepared me in terms of the entry level. Later on, it helped me in learning how to do cash flow, because you buy your books, you sell them, you make a profit, you reinvest in the business. So you need to know how to calculate your expenses, know what kind of profit that you want to make. So in terms of a smaller scale, that really did prepare me.
Winnie's Pure Health was established in 2001. Back then, it only had 2 employees who used to do home deliveries. The company initially operated from the Gitao's kitchen. It is from that kitchen that Winnie Gitao produced Winnie's Pure Health first ever product, Ugali Afya. However, due to increased demand and strong belief in her business, Winnie sold a small parcel of land and got a much bigger space for production.
My mom in 2000 is, and you read this in her book, she has a book out there, she calls herself, she said she was short and fat. She was 5'2" and 71 kilos. She was unhealthy, but by all means and standards, people would look at her by the traditional way. They're like, oh, you must be doing well because you're looking like an African woman. And she used to be called Mama Nyambu. So then she actually went to the US and started learning about wellness and realizing that the correlation of wealth and doing well for yourself is not in how you look and how your weight. So she engaged with a lot of these experts on wellness, and she trained to be a wellness expert herself, and upon which she drastically changed her life. In her education of wellness, she was challenged by her customers and said, where do we get these products? And she was like, okay, fine, I'll do it. So she launched about 6 different products. She launched our Ugali Afya, our honey, our brown rice, our herbal tea, our herbal mchuzi, which is free from all chemicals, additives, or anything artificial. And then she also did one of the porridges.
Winnie's Pure Health now boasts of over 35 different products ranging from flowers, honey, herbal teas, rice, salt, and seasonings. The company also has an organic certified farm where they grow their ingredients.
It is the pioneer in health foods in East Africa. So when we talk about competition, we are looking at more conversion and education, conversion from the more regular consumed meals, and conversion into realizing you can still have the meals that you enjoy but in a healthier way. We welcome all competition because in the end we're looking at it as a complementary. If we all move into the health sector, we expand the pie, we educate more people about the wellness, about health, so we all stand to win if we go into the health sector.
Even though the organization has been able to position itself in the highly competitive food industry, starting out was not a walk in the park.
You have to change people's mindsets. For example, our ugali afia, when you cook it, it's yellow in color. There's a lot of negative perceptions about yellow flour. And they're wondering, what is this aid food that we're being given? But it wasn't. It was the mixture of the herbs and the spices that are really excellent for your body in terms of detoxifying, the additional rice bran, so it's higher in fiber. So she faced a lot of resistance, but as she educated people more, and she was engaging people on a one-on-one and in a trusted platform such as Kenyatta National Hospital, where she was talking to people, or it was in a corporate setting, and people learned to trust Winnie and then eventually trust the brand.
Yeah. Tara and Elsie are not resting on their laurels. In addition to product extensions and focusing on the products that are doing well, they plan to introduce new products to their brand. Already, with the help of their mother, they have introduced 2 products, Mchele Afya and Mchele Toto.
We plan to focus, number one, on the current products that are doing very well, and we plan to do product extensions. So we do have 4 new products that will be coming out this year, and we look forward to that. And these 4 products will actually be solely the brainchild of my sister and I, with a lot of partnership and mentorship from my mom. And in terms of product diversification, we actually now have organic free-range eggs, where we have our own farm with lots of chickens clucking around happily. And then someone follows and picks up the eggs, and then we pack and then we sell them.
One of the biggest challenges currently facing the industry is the overextension of credit by the various retailers. Most of the company's suppliers are paid in cash. When retailers delay in paying for their goods, this affects the suppliers as well. However, this is not a unique challenge for Winnie's Pure Health.
The people who farm for us, we pay them cash because we want to keep motivating them. They've waited a whole season before they could harvest and then get paid. So we don't want to push them any further than they have already had to go. So we've worked on that really well. For other suppliers, particularly for the grains, what we've done is we've really strengthened our relationship with them and made them own the brand, so that they can understand that when this challenge we're facing right now of a cash flow issue, they can then extend even a longer credit period for us so that we can be able to succeed.
Tara still remembers with nostalgia her first day at the helm of Winnie's Pure Health. Even though she might have been a nervous wreck, she could still count on the support of her mother.
There's this grandiose vision of bringing wellness to the people of East Africa. And here's little Tara, and you're thinking, the entire region, me, alone. I was an absolute nervous wreck. And the beauty that I had, I would call my mom, I'm like, this is hard. Today, I had a bad day. What do you think I can do about this? And she would guide me. And more so than that, there are times that she's not able to pick up my call. She's traveled somewhere, there's a time difference, and you have to make the decision right there, right now. And I would just say, okay, you know what? I'm prepared. I make the best decision that I feel like I could make in this situation and see how it all turns out. But I was pretty nervous in the very beginning.
It is not unusual for family businesses to be beset by conflict, especially after the exit of the founding entrepreneur. According to Bill Babb, a senior consultant with the Family Business Institute, the biggest problem facing family-owned businesses is the inability to separate business and family. Before leaving the company, Winnie Gitao ensured that there was a comprehensive and workable succession plan in place.
She was very clear that when you join the business, that this is your percentage in terms of ownership. It was well documented, and she told me very clearly, when your sister joins, she will have equal ownership regardless of your age difference. So she was very clear in her communication in terms of what she wanted for each of us, and she just clearly communicated, this is it, in black and white.
Winnie's Pure Health products are available in hundreds of outlets and distributors throughout the country. This is a great source of satisfaction for the company.
There's a sense of satisfaction in seeing the whole process from start to finish, because it comes with a vision of Winnie's Pure Health of providing wellness products and then going to sourcing, producing, processing, packing, marketing, and then the final satisfaction of seeing someone trust that the name Winnie's Pure Health is going to provide them the product that they're looking for. We are extremely excited and really humbled as well.
So, where does Tara Gitau see Winnie's Pure Health in the next few years?
We'd like to have an even broader reach in terms of our products. We're also looking to investigate more things in terms of wellness, because wellness is just not about the food that you eat, it's about your mind and your spirit. So we'd like to have even more products that are addressing these issues in terms of relaxation and meditation. So we'd like to see ourselves in that section. So we see ourselves very firmly seated as the leading health food provider in all of East Africa, and being the champions for wellness, every single place, #1.